If you could go back, Tony, now to your young self, that young boy who was questioning why St. Bridget wasn't celebrated more, what would you tell him now? What would you say to him now? Say to your younger self.
Oh yeah. Well, I still feel that sense anyway, as I'm looking back to that young lad, and I just say to him, well, what I thought when you were that age, I still think that. It's still there in me, because we need to see, as I've already said, like, they're having various maybe concerts or whatever you call them, like in other parts. But you see, when St. Patrick's Day comes around, you have 2 or 3 hours of the parade in Dublin, but there's, and I know they go around the country checking other parades as well, but I would say, well, I would say, well, what you're thinking at your tender age is a very adult thought, even at that tender age, and I'd say thank you for thinking of it then, and I still have it in my mind as well, and even that night that I asked that nun in Wexford to come out, I just felt that we were having something, It was mostly in the church, but then we went down to the local hall and we had tea and sandwiches, and we turned it into a social occasion as much as a religious occasion. And that's another point that I often think, you can have the social and the religious working together. Yeah.